ஏழை எளிய மாணவர்களுக்கு கல்வி கட்டணம் செலுத்தி அவர்கள் உயர வழிவகை செய்யும் ஷூட்டிங் ஸ்டார்ஸ் ஃபவுண்டேஷன் நிறுவனத்தின் விழாவானது மிகச்சிறப்பாக நடைபெற்றது.
Some of the alumni were with us in 2019 when we really started 40 kids, 40 students, and then we went to 120. And today, can anybody guess a number of scholars today that we support through Shooting Stars? Anybody? Cooling glass prize for guessing the right number? Anybody? Okay, close enough. We are close to 1,200 scholars. Thanks to many of you here, starting from board members to volunteers to staff members to a lot of advisors, lot of ambassadors, lot of alumni and scholars. We were able to create this collective impact. We do 3 verticals. You all know how important STEM education is. We sincerely believe that STEM education can change a trajectory of anybody's lives. Most of us here have the STEM education, science and math education by which we've all come. At some point, I've told most of you, I want most of you sitting here. In a few years, I want most of you sitting here and giving the keynote speech, okay? I want executives out of our girls and boys. So we have 3 verticals: scholarship, skilling and STEM programming. STEM programming is general. Because I'm in the US, we're able to get mentors and volunteers from companies like Google, IBM, AMD, Amgen to come and conduct a lot of innovative STEM programs to increase the STEM curiosity and knowledge in that area. That's a broader collective effort. The second one is skilling, which we just started about 6 months back. And a third vertical is, of course, scholarships. As I said, we started with about 20 students in 2018. And now today we are in 1,200 and we have about 250 scholars. All the engineering scholars stand up. Anybody from Andhra? Andhra, nice, raise your hand nicely. Andhra, okay. Karnataka, how many of you from Karnataka? How many of you from Chennai? Chennai, okay. Tamil Nadu, okay. Huge round of applause to these engineering students. And who are our doctors? Doctor scholars? All our doctor scholars, medical scholars. Huge round of applause to our medical scholars. All of you have a lot of potential. And the only thing that Shooting Stars is doing is help you reach that potential. We want all of you to be leaders, all of you to be executives, all of you to be good global citizens. Studying, graduating, going for a job, anybody can do. But being a good global citizen, we actually get a commitment from our scholars that they will sponsor 2 more scholars in their lifetime, right? So not only financially, all these alumni come back and mentor our kids. So we just want to form this community and progress India. I'm so proud of all of you, and I'm so looking forward for all of you to reach greater heights and take India to the very best level we can. Thank you and welcome you all.
I can see the joy in everybody's face and amazing Lata ma'am. I mean, when she came to see me, I was wondering, how much of enthusiasm she's showing in this good work. And, staying in US, doing so much of good work in India. What are we doing here, sitting in India, doing nothing much? So she was a great motivator, and she, in fact, gave me a big thought, we have to do much more things than what we are doing currently. And Singaram sir, he, in spite of his age, showing so much enthusiasm. I think students, you all have to, I don't know whether I can call them students or scholars. Okay, scholars, I think you should take great motivation from Singaram sir, Mrs. Singaram and Lata madam to reach greater heights in life. And as she said rightly, giving back to the society is the greatest happiness you can get. And once you reach greater heights, you have to give back more and more to the society. And the happiness by giving back to the society you can see in Lata madams and Singaram sir, all those people's, their life itself is an example for all of us to follow. So So my dear scholars, what I'm here insisting is, you have to work towards your own success. People can give supportive hand, and you have to take whatever area you are taking as a passion, and no matter how difficult it is, once you are passionate about it, it will become easy and the dream will come true. So with these words, I would once again thank Shooting Star Foundation, all the members of Shooting Star Foundation and the advisor, and I congratulate each one of you to raise to greater heights.
We have the scholarship checks to be distributed to our scholars.
Make some noise. Can we have a big round of applause?
So Appa is a rags to riches story. Appa also got scholarship. When I go and ask for money for going for any picnic or Delhi tour, he'll say, I never got to go for a tour, but I'll give you the money. So his parents were farmers. They couldn't afford. The only reason he did chemical engineering because that major gave scholarship in Anamla University. So he just did chemical because he got scholarship. He doesn't have to pay. That's how he grew up. He went, in fact, Venkat uncle here, our board member, gave him a room in Bombay after graduation. He got him a job at 300 rupees per month. He stayed there for 3 years, worked, came back to Chennai, established a chemical factory on his own, taking huge risks. And he is here today as a multi-millionaire, and he has vouched to donate pretty much all of his wealth that he has hard earned to the society. He said, like Bill Gates and Warren Buffett, who have committed 95% of their wealth, he is also committing. I said, Appa, they have billions of dollars. Yours is only so much. He said, it doesn't matter. The thought is what is counts. So he is donating close to 95% of his wealth to the community. And he's told me that unless I prove to be worthy, which is all of you, all of us have to be worthy of that. And not only that, he always comes and talks to you, motivates you, because money is just a very small piece. But the rest of it is what we all take from him. My mother has been reading to the blind and writing exams for the blind for 40 years. That's where it all came from.
I also like to share my little story here. Myself, Jai Surya. I'm a B graduate. I'm from Thiruvannamalai. I'm also, as ma'am said, we also a middle class family. My father was a daily wages and my mother is working in an NGO. And I do have a younger sibling. But 8 years back, due to some of my personal reasons, my father stopped going for a job. And my mother became the only source of to our family. Even though we are financially struggling, my mother made sure we got a good education. So putting all these things in my mind, I really focused to get more marks in 12th so that I can ended up in a good engineering college of government. So will reduce my parents' fees burden. So I studied hard and secured 1,137 out of 1,200 with centum in mathematics. So with the cutoff of 197.25, I got a seat in one of the prestigious college in Tamil Nadu, the Madras Institute of Technology, Chennai. So I studied there BA Computer Science. So even though it's a government college, we didn't anticipate that hostel fees, the curriculum fees will be that much that we really can't able to afford. For my first year fee, my mother take a loan of every single gram of gold that she had. So, and also she take a loan from our office, personal loans, to pay my first year fee itself. It got well like for the first year, but at the end of first year, I started getting worried like what we are gonna do for the upcoming year's fees. So that's when I came to know about Shooting Star Foundation through one of my mother's colleague, Sumadhyaka. So I'll be thankful to her for that. And Then I connected with Lataka and she asked me about myself and how I'm doing in academics. I explained all our family situations to her and she told, Jai Surya, don't worry, like SSF will take care of your college expenditures. You should study well and focus on your career. So that gave me a big relief to focus on my studies. So I studied very hard in subjects to get better grades, so which will help me to get in good placements in companies. And on my third year final semester, I guess, like third year end, I got call from Geeta ma'am saying that Jai Surya, there are two courses that we are taking for our SSF scholars. One is the MILT Peak Performance program and second one is the aptitude exam. She told like this will be helpful for you like to sit in your interviews. So I enrolled in both the sessions that she offered. So I participated and it was really helpful for me. Like the aptitude courses were helped me to clear my final year college's first rounds, and the MILT programmer was is a communication program, so it gave me the courage to express myself. Before that, like even though I know what I have to tell, but I didn't have this enough courage to express myself. So I attended that performer program, so it helped me a lot during my interviews also. Like when it's come to a one-on-one interview, we have to express ourselves. That's what makes us to outstand all other candidates. So it's helped me a lot there. So this is what like makes our SSF unique. Because we didn't stop only supporting the scholars by giving them scholarship, and they are thinking day by day like what is good for our scholars.
It's only God's gift, I can say. He gave me intelligence and idea to earn money, and for the last 20 years I'm having a trust, my own trust, and helping a lot of people, but only in the school levels. And now within the last 5 years he has done much more than my donations. I am really very happy about it. So I want to give you that thing that for success, courage and faith is more important. Everyone should have courage and faith to move away, and as everybody tells, that you should be able to help the society, and that's why that's how our country can come up. Thank you very much.
See, now is a very, very important term that we should remember in life. Past is history. Tomorrow, all of you will make history. If and only if you use the now, the present moment, very wisely. So let's begin there. Now, decision making is very, very important. We decide and move progress, right? We heard all the stories. Taking part in CA exam, moving to Bombay, and leaving the job and coming back and creating an industry is all the decision. If you pursue your passion with your grit and determination, you will definitely succeed. Do not worry about what is going to happen as an outcome. All you need to focus is, are you really involved in this process? Now, all of you will become a superstar at some point in time. Definitely, there's no doubt about it. Because if you rewind 20 years back when I appeared for my interview, one of the normal questions that anybody will face in an interview is, where do you see yourself 5 years from now? No company can ask that question today. Technology is changing so rapidly, even companies don't understand what will be taking to the stage in 2 years from now. All you need to do is stay up to date, keep yourself charged, energized, be willing to change. Under pressure or a pleasure opportunity will ask you and put you at a fork, decisioning point, left or right. The choice will be yours. And think about it. We have 1,200 scholars here. Scholar is such a profound word. You have accomplished something. You are a scholar. So you are a star already. And like you, there are 1,000 more with many other foundations and lakhs of such people across the world. Now ask the question, how can I stand out from this entire crowd? Remember, The competition is not with yourself and your peers. The competition is with yourself, with the situation you have on hand.
Working in TCS, working in Neura AI. The grades, all our students who are selected are not selected easily. They've been cracking the interviews with great smart moves. Sweta J, BTech in Fence Softwares.
Put your hands together, guys.
I am Likita J from Karnataka, a small village called Oltadu. Okay. I'm really nervous now. Okay. I am really thankful for the opportunity, for how Shooting Star Foundation been a guiding light in my journey. So I get a good marks in KCET, so I decided to pursue engineering. And then after all counseling, I got the college called BIT in electronic and telecommunication background. And it's been a 4 top private colleges in Karnataka. It's a really proud moment for me.
I never witnessed this kind of functions where people are donating 95% of our society and their daughters are passionate just like their family function here. I'm not seeing that it is just like it's a family function. First thing I want to tell all of you, have the right attitude. And something I learned from these two legends here, right? Don't compare others. You compare with yourself from yesterday and today. Yeah, am I done good better than yesterday, or I am becoming worse than yesterday? So that is a fundamental one. Attitude drives. There is one more word which will kill everybody. 3-letter word. Any guess? 3-letter word which will kill anybody, any legend or Modi ji or Chandrababu Naidu. Fantastic, I love it. Ego, the most dangerous word in the earth, ego. Because most of the decisions, most of the teams fails, most of the projects, bad, all ego, relationships, everything ego. Simple, when you go back to the root cause, why these two people are fighting, it is a simple issue, but it is a ego. So if you can ask me, Babu, you don't have ego. If I don't have, I'll become sannyasi. We all will have egos, but we need to manage it, where to use, where not to use, how not to use is better, but in case you need to use it, that is one thing.
Thank you so much, Uncle. He takes care of a hostel for prisoners. Thank you very much for supporting us, sir. She loves us. She gives you interview tips, comes in Zoom calls. Today evening from Ravi Shankar, sir. Uncle, sir. All these Shooting Stars team members, can you all please come? Who talks to all the 250 donors? Thank you, Geeta. Very brave. He got all the Vivo CSRs from India. Thank you so much, Shakti, for being here. Thank you. So whenever Rati calls you, please answer. Hey, yeah, all your games. She's very, very enthusiastic team member of Shooting Stars. Person, again in charge of all our CSR activities. And Rati, thank you so much. She's in charge of transactions. The final leg is Tenapan sir. Person, all the background work is done by Tenapan sir. Andrew, yeah, I know he's a bachelor. Volunteer, helps us a lot with all our interviews and approvals. Thank you, sir. Much, Malati. Thank you very much. Did you meet your colleagues, Bala sir? Bala sir has been a huge advisor to all of us.
Today, I am able to be here and stand in front of you and then speak. Big kudos to all the team members, like Lata ma'am said. It's been untiring work that they have been doing day in and day out to make you come out with flying colors. And I heard like Mastan Babu speaking. I could not hear your speech. I came a little late. So thank you so much. And
if you are going to have 1 crore of rupees in your bank account, you are not going to eat gold biscuit. At my age, when you reach, you will only eat this much pongal that that was served to you in the morning. It's better that you leave a legacy, give back to the society, create something that is more valuable so that other people who are denied are also given.
What we faced during our residency, that's the question, correct? Fortunately, I got into Stanley Medical College, which is a government institution. There are plenty of cases, and it is situated in the North Madras. So you see a lot of patients coming to our college and hospital. So we had plenty of opportunities to see various types of cases.
As a medical professional, we all want to give back to society. That is what this particular organization is doing. We started doing that in Stanley Medical College. Janaka Moses was the leader. We all wanted to give back to the students. What we did is, under the leadership of Dr. Dinakar, we all started through the alumni, we started a trust through which we are all helping all the students of MBBS who come from a very poor background, mainly who needs help financially. We started collecting money from the alumni of Stanley, and this corpus fund is created, and every year from first MBBS to final MBBS, we are supporting these students. This is going on in Stanley Medical College. I'm sure this should come into every other medical college where it needs this help. I think after the NEET examination, I really find the real students, cream of students who really wanted to come to the medical profession, especially with a background that they are not able to do much financially also. Unless this sort of activity happens, I don't think this is going to help us. My good friend here, sitting here, asked me about how to balance your life, especially the long hours of work that you are going to face. During our days, that is totally different. Like Dr. Ajmal Khan said, we used to have 100 patients in the ward, 150 patients in the ward. And my admission day was a Saturday. I'm talking about as a CRRI, as a postgraduate student of MS in the same medical college. We used to spend long hours. We have no other choice. And we have to take, most important thing is, you should have a teamwork like activity whenever you want to address issues. Patients are important, nothing else is important as far as the medical profession is concerned.
I now request Dr. Ajmal Khan sir to give away scholarship checks to our scholars. Jayam Dharvi.
We have been on the lookout for the deserving students who are looking for financial assistance from such service-oriented institutions. And extremely happy to see all of you.
For Dr. Dinakaran sir.
What do you think is the most important skill for an aspiring engineer to master to get into a corporate firm?
I think it's a very age-old question. Every generation faces this question. Especially in India, there's nothing like the most important skill. As a developing country, every skill matters. Just take plumbing. Are you happy with your plumbers, carpenters, the guys fixing the roads? Whatever we do, we have to do it at the best of our abilities, which is a problem in this country. So what you need to ask yourself is, what is that attracts you? What is it you wanted to do in your life, right? And then you can Google, what is best in that space. For example, I am drawn into engineering because my father was an engineer. And, I am fascinated from the books and the stories that he has to tell about some of the engineering marvels, right? So I was fascinated by that. And then that's how I drawn to engineering. Think of what interacts you, what attracts you as a skill, as a platform, and pursue that. I would leave it at that.
Hello, Jayashree ma'am. Like what sir said, technology is currently rapidly developing, ma'am. So how we as engineers can stay updated on the latest technologies?
What we learned 2 years back becomes obsolete by the time we become an expert in it, right? So I'll say two things about that. One thing is, try to understand what type of learner that you are, right? There are three types of learners. Auditory learners, where people understand things by listening to things, right? Visual learners, for example, I am actually a visual learner. I love to see a visual representation while I am hearing something. I find that I absorb that information a lot better, right? Third type of learners are kinesthetic learners, where you learn through experiencing something.
Tarini ma'am, in the current world, everyone is faced with pressure, tension, and other things, ma'am. That just comes with a workload, even in college as well as workspace. So I would like to ask you, like, how does emotional intelligence play a role in a workspace, ma'am? Like currently where you're working and in your experience.
Just remember, we are working with human beings. Okay, we are all humans, and that's the sixth sense which gives us more empathy. Right? We are empathetic towards our people. So emotional intelligence is very, very important as much as you have your technical knowledge. So dealing situation with empathy, dealing them with care, that brings out the emotional quotient. So you have to develop your soft skills.
They organized various sessions like aptitude session, spoken English class, would help to improve my career.